Hello doctors, I hope you are doing well. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to discuss a very interesting and important topic for doctors who are looking to start their own hospital. Nowadays, when a doctor decides to take this step to the next level, there is often a bit of confusion that the first big question that should I open a clinic or a hospital? So I'll be covering the topic in another video very soon. But for now, let's say you have decided to open a hospital. The next question is, what structure should I take? Should I go for a charitable hospital, or should I open an LLP, or should I open as a private limited company? This is where many doctors start speculating and get stuck. But don't worry, in this video I'm going to walk you through each and every options and break down the step by step so you can make an informed decisions very factually and very quickly. This decision is crucial because if you do not take decisions properly, it affects in the way your hospital will operate and to grow and manage, and especially how you can manage the finances. I will also touch on how choosing the right structure can help you to leverage your business to the next level and save your money, tax, and get benefit from the government schemes, and even attract more investors and more patients. So whether you are just starting out or thinking about expanding your hospital, and stick around because this information could be a game changer for your practice. So getting the structured information and the knowledge from the beginning can really set the foundation for your success. And I am very confident enough that after watching this video, you will have a very clear understanding of what best choice for your hospital. So before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification button so you do not miss my future updates. And final information that remember that your hospital structure should align with your goals and your vision and how you plan to serve your patients. It's a very crucial, and also every detail is matters. So stay tuned for the full breakdown information. Alright, let's dive into the first topic, which is covered trust hospitals, also known as public charitable trust or society-based hospitals. These hospitals often referred to as non-profit institutions because their primary focus is providing affordable and charitable healthcare. They are particularly suited for hospitals seeking tax exemptions, which can significantly reduce their financial burden. Okay, now I would like to give some information. What are the benefits you can get if you start trust hospital? The first major benefit is tax exemptions. See, if you open trust hospitals, enjoy significant tax benefits under sections 12A and 80G of the Income Tax Act. And also these exemptions help retain more funds for operations and reinvestment for purchasing in equipment and infrastructure. In other way, by saving on taxes, you can allocate more resources, expanding your services. Second, trust hospitals are very attractive to donors because of their charitable nature. They are able to secure donations and grants from philanthropist organizations, and even the government will ready to give lots of money, and this makes fundraising much easier and allows you to access a steady flow of funds for the hospital. And finally, it's very important that trust hospitals build very strong and long-term relationship with the community. So if you do lots of activities and providing affordable healthcare and focusing on service mindsets, so definitely you can attract more people and you can establish trust and goodwill. You can bring the good results with more patients and better footfalls for your hospital for over time. And people also recognize you very easily, and they will provide more value of your services and providing at a minimal cost. Okay, now I would like to talk about what are the drawbacks you can get if you open trust or charitable based hospitals. Okay, we saw the benefits, as well as you have to know about the drawbacks as well. So I'm going to share with you the main challenges doctors have to face when you operate or when you open this model of the hospitals. The first and foremost is very stringent and strict terms and conditions you have to face. So operating a trust hospital means you have to comply with numerous terms and conditions set by government authorities, and since trust hospitals are meant to provide charitable services, you should not run the hospital money-minded. And also the government frequently scrutinizes your activities to ensure they remain charitable in nature. So this level of oversight can feel restrictive and may prevent you from achieving your broader goals. So what do you think? Okay, the people are approaching me and also they are scrutinizing me, so it limited your service. And the second thing is limited profit generation from the trust hospitals. So not-profit organizations, there are restrictions on how much money they have to generate, and also you cannot focus on profit and making activities, which can severely limit your hospital financial growth. And also this can be frustrating, especially if you have a bigger ambitions and if you want to expand your hospital. So definitely you cannot do that, and especially you cannot do any innovation in your business. And finally, if you want to expand your hospital, you need money, but in this part, difficulty in raising capital. Trust hospitals often struggle to raise capital for expansion because the investors typically shy or they think a lot away from these institutions because they believe that these non-profit hospitals cannot make much money, and also they will not get the proper returns upon their investment. So as a result, trust hospitals are largely dependent on donations and the grants, which can be insufficient fund to make your business to the next level. And finally is a very slow growth and expansion. So due to limited funds and strict regulations, growing or expanding a trust hospital is often slow and challenging. Only a handful of trust hospitals manage to achieve long-term success and a significant expansion. For most, the growth is modest at best, and many hospitals struggle to maintain financial sustainability. So now I would like to move to the next step. Is called LLP, Limited Liability Partnerships. This kind of hospital model is ideal for doctors looking to open small or medium-sized hospitals. So it offers a lot of flexibility in management and ownerships, and if you do not need to invest very large and big amounts of money upfront. One of the key benefits is limiting personal liability. You do not need to worry about your personal assets being at risk if your hospital not running properly or facing certain debts. If you face any challenges in your hospital business, your hospital doesn't perform well, your personal assets will be secure. You don't worry about that because this kind of model will save your money, especially your personal assets. And also operational flexibility is a very great in operations compared to the private limited companies. You can make quick decisions and adapt to change much faster. So there is a room to trial and errors without need any excessive approvals or bureaucracy, which saves both your time and your money. And I personally like the reduced compliance burden. If you open the LLP, you have a fewer compliance requirements compared to private limited companies, because I know what are the challenges you can face in the private limited companies. I will share with you very soon. This means the administrative work and reducing overall burden and saving on operations cost. So you can focus more on the running hospital rather than gathering bogged down by lots of formalities which is implemented by governments. The drawbacks are it is very difficult in attracting large and big investments because LLP offer very flexibility. They struggle to attract large scale investments. The investors typically prefer private limited companies due to clearer governance and a more structured framework. So when you want to raise your funds, then it is very difficult to get funds, so you cannot scale as much as possible, and significant growth you cannot expect from this kind of hospital. And another drawback is limited growth potential. The LLP comes at cost of scalability. It may be harder to grow and expand compared to a private limited company because the hospital growth may be slower, not comparatively the charitable trust, we can say in the mid-level, and also the hospital growth potential can be slower and more challenging in LLP model, especially when you want to fry or scale up to the larger level. Again, the biggest problem is taxation on partners. A significant drawback is a tax burden on partners. This income generated by an LLP is taxed at the partners level, which often results in a higher tax burden compared to corporate taxes. So this can make LLPs less tax efficient compared to private limited companies where corporate tax is generally very low. Now let's move on to a private limited company, which is I like personally because I recommend to. This is a very important topic. Many doctors who want to start their own hospitals often consider this structure, but they may not fully understand the benefits and the drawbacks. So let me break it down step by step for you and provide in-depth insights you are a doctor and thinking of starting a private hospital, especially under the private limited company structure, in this case, it is perfect if you have ambitions, very big ambitions, that is a large scale expansions and a very rapid growth and scalability. These structures also helps in attracting significant investments. Also, you can have lots of operations control and you can get the lots of benefits from the government, and especially it is my personal recommendation, you can attract big investment, the significant investment. And also one of the biggest advantage of private limited company is the ability to attract very good amount of patients. And also this private limited structures allows you to raise capital more easily from venture capitals and private investors or even banks, and fueling rapid growth, and you can get lots of money with the different scenarios and the different people. And also the scalability and the potential, it's a very high comparatively LLP and charitable trust. And this kind of hospital is ideal for who have a long-term vision for their hospitals, and the structure allows for faster expansion and scalability. And also it provides the flexibility to open new branches and upgrade facilities, and to introduce new services with major hurdles. And also you can give as a franchise model to any people very easily. And also very important thing, it is separate completely from legal entity. As a private limited company, the hospital becomes a separate legal entity. This means the liability is limited to the company itself, protecting the personal assets of the owners of directors. And also it offers more security in case the business encounters financial difficulties or any legal issues. And another benefit is maintaining control. See, while raising capital through investments, the founders or owners still retain significant control over the hospital. Shares can be distributed among a limited number of shareholders, and the decisions can be made without diluting the ownership too much. Other benefit is tax efficiency. See, private limited companies benefit from corporate tax rates which are often lower than individual or partnership tax rates. So this means you can potentially save more on tax compared to LLPs or trust hospitals. So now I want to talk about the drawbacks of private limited company. See, the thing is higher compliance and the administrative burden. One major drawback is the private limited companies have more compliance requirements. So there is need of the regular financial audits and legal filing and adherence to strict corporate governance rules and regulations. This can increase the administrative burden, leading to higher operational costs. The second drawback is more formalities and legal procedures. See, establishing and maintaining a private limited company is not easy as you think. Involves more legal formalities, from incorporating the company to filing annual returns. There are many legal procedures that need to be followed. This can be time consuming and require additional resources such as legal and financial advisors. So again, you have to take money from your pocket and put it into this kind of activities. The other drawback is sharing of ownership. So while the founders retain control, there is always a possibility that ownership could become diluted as more investors come on the board, because you cannot take a decision very easily. This distribution of shares may mean you have to involve other stakeholders in decisions making, which might slow down process or lead to conflicting options, because I felt bad with the a private limited companies. The other drawback is complex winding up process. In case you need to shut down the business, you cannot do very immediately. So winding up a private limited company is a more complex and very lengthy process compared to other business structures like LLP and trust hospitals. So no matter which category you fall into, whether it is a trust or LLP or private limited company, the key is to first focus on serving people and treat it very well, and make sure your goals and your vision are crystal clear. Think about where and how you want to start, because each option has its own pros and cons. The right choice depends on your strengths, your interest and your investment and your money, your energy, and what you want to achieve from this hospital and from your business. So now, from my personal experience running a hospital, I can say if you ever need support, whether it is setting up your hospital or facing challenges while running it, don't worry. That's why we have launched our company, which is called Health Maven Consultancy, especially designed to make the process of running your hospital simple and smooth without unnecessary distractions. For more details, I have shared a link below where you can book a one-on-one session with me. And, let's discuss how I can help grow your hospital and create a solid and perfect growth strategy. And finally, if you found this video is so helpful, hit the thumbs up button and leave a comment below with any questions you might have. So this is the just beginning. I'll be sharing a lot more on healthcare, hospital business strategies, and many ideas how you can run your hospital successfully. And finally, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.